Good morning, math wizards and math masters. Welcome to yet another edition of Mr. Leggett's Eureka Math in the Morning. Got my raven, got my bobcat. Usually they're on the other side, so there we go. And we're going to continue adding mixed numbers. Yesterday we were adding mixed numbers, and we're using a number line, and we are decomposing the improper fractions. Similar to what we're going to be doing today. Not too much of a change. And we're going to start off with 2 4/5 plus 1 5/6. So 2 4/6 plus 1 5/6. Okay? So let's go ahead and write that down. 2 4/6 plus 1 5/6. We're doing kind of a different approach today. You'll see what happens. So we're going to add the whole numbers. 2 plus 1. What's 2 plus 1? It's 3. Okay? Now, we have 4/6 plus 5/6. Well, we know by now, with the help from the math mutt, that the denominator remains the same. We don't add 6 plus 6. It just stays a 6. It doesn't become a 12. But we do add the numerator, or the number on top, and 4 plus 5. Well, I know 5 plus 5 is 10, so 5 plus 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 is 9. So I have 3 plus 9, 6. Let's see what happens. I know this is greater than 1, because the numerator is larger than the denominator. It is an improper fraction. So we're going to make a big old number line. And we're going to start at 3. I'll go to 4 and 5. So go ahead and make that number line. What units should we break in between the whole numbers? Well, we're dealing with sixths, right? 3 1/6, 3 2/6, 3 3/6, 3 4/6, 3 5/6, 3 6/6, or 4. 4 1/6, 4 2/6, 4 3/6, 4 4/6, 4 5/6, 4 6/6, or 5. Let's start off with 3. How many sixths are we going to add? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So our answer should be 4 and 1, 2, 3, 6. But let's take this down a little bit further and decompose the 9 6. Okay, remember, we need to make one whole. What's one whole? Well, 6, 6. How many sixths are left over? 7, 8, 9. 3/6. Right? 6/6 plus 3/6 equals 9/6. So we have one whole. Remember, when the numerator and denominator are the same, that's one whole plus 3/6. We have 1 3/6. So we could write 3 plus 1 plus 3/6. And of course we know the answer to this. 3 plus 1 is 4, and we have 3/6 left over. 4 and 3/6 is our answer. Okay, that was Mr. Leggett doing it. Let's go to a we do. But since I don't have you in the classroom with me, I'm going to have to get one of my helpers here to help with the we do, where you help me out. And I think this time around we're going to call in the one and only Princess Yvonne. Yes, Princess Yvonne is going to help us out here. So our next one is 1, yes, and 3/4 plus 3 and 3/4. Okay, what's the first step we need to do? Well, first off we add the whole numbers. Yeah, very good, Princess Yvonne. And what are the whole numbers? 1 and 3. So yeah, we had 1 and 3. And what's 1 plus 3, Princess Yvonne? It's 4. Yeah, it's 4. 1 plus 3 is 4. Now what's left over, Princess Yvonne? What do we need to do?
You need to add the fractions.
Yeah, we do. So we're going to do 4 plus a fraction. Do you think it's going to be improper?
Oh yes, very improper.
Yeah, it will be. So, Princess Yvonne, do we add the denominators?
No, they stay the same.
Okay. And we do add the numerators, don't we?
Yes, we add the numerators.
Well, what's that going to be, Princess Yvonne?
It will be 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 equals 6.
Yeah, it does. 3 plus 3 equals 6. So we have 6/4. So now it's time to create a number line, okay? Where should we start off with, Princess Yvonne?
I would start with 4, because you see 4 right there, then maybe go to 5, then 6.
I think that's absolutely correct. We're going to start with a 4, a 5, and a 6. Now what units should we break them down into?
Well, we're dealing with fourths, so maybe we should break them into 4 parts.
Exactly. 4 and 1/4, 4 and 2/4, 4 and 3/4, 5. 5 and 1/4, 5 and 2/4, 5 and 3/4, 6. Now where should we start out with our arrow method?
We start with 4,
Why?
because look, we're starting with 4 there.
Oh yeah, we sure are. We're starting with 4. And what are we going to add to it?
We add on 6/4.
Yeah, 6/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now time for arrow. You forgot arrow last time.
Yes, I did.
Boo.
And we're going to add 6/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where do we land at?
We land at 5 and 2/4.
Yeah, 5 and 2/4. Let's go ahead and decompose 6/4.
Okay, let's.
6/4. What's one whole there?
4/4, of course.
Yeah, 4/4.
And then you have 2 left over, because 4/4 plus 2/4 equals 6/4.
Yeah. And there we have it. We have 1 whole and 2/4. So now we could add 4 plus 1 plus 2/4. And what do we get to equal?
4 plus 1 is 5, and 2/4 left over.
Yeah, 5 and 2/4. Now, thank you, Princess Yvonne, for that we do together.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, now let's go to another problem similar to this, and it is 3 and 3/8 plus 2 and 6/8. And this is one where I would like you to, don't say it yet, Princess Yvonne, you're going to pause it, and you could work with maybe someone else, a big brother, big sister, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, somebody that really knows fractions really well, that can help you out with this. Okay, now it's time to
Pass.
And welcome back, Math Masters and Math Wizards. I hope you got some good help. Maybe you could do this on your own. I know 3 plus 2 is what? 3, 4, 5 is 5. So 5 plus what? Well, I know the denominator does not change. It's going to remain an 8th. But I know that 3 plus 6. 6 plus 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I have an improper fraction. Okay, let's do the number line first. We're going to start out at 5, because that's our starting point, right? Then we're going to go to 6 and 7. So how many units are we going to break each up into? 8. 5 and 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and 8/8 makes 6. Same thing between 6 and 7. 6 and 1/8, 6 and 2/8, 6 and 3/8, 6 and 4/8, 6 and 5/8, 6 and 6/8, 6 and 7/8, and 7. Now we can start at 5 and we can add 9/8 on, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Boo.
And we added 5 plus 9/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it looks like we're at 6 and 1/8, right? Let's double check. We're going to decompose the 9/8. We're going to make a number 1, so that's 8/8. And how many are left over? Well, only 1/8, right? So now we have 1 whole plus 1/8, which equals 9/8 or 1 and 1/8. Let's add them up together. We take the 5 from up there, plus 1, right? Plus 1/8. What do we get? 5 plus 1 is 6, and we have 1/8 left over. And just like our number line shows, we got 6 and 1/8. Okay, now it is time for you to try one all by your own some. No help. See how you can do. Okay, 1 3/5 plus 3 4/5. And I'd like you to use the number line method, and I'm going to help you get situated. I know 1 plus 3 is 4, so I'm going to start at 4. And maybe I'll have a 5 here and a 6 there, okay? So I want you to break this into fifths and then add it up. And now, Princess Yvonne, it's time for you to say,
It's time for me to say paz.
and welcome back. I hope you figured this all out. You know that 1 plus 3 is 4. And you got to add the fractions. The 5 remains the same, as Math Mud has told us many times. And 3 plus 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is 7/5. So it's 4 plus 7/5. Let's break these into fifths. 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5. 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5. See how that works? 4 and 1/5, 4 and 2/5, 4 and 3/5, 4 and 4/5, 5. 5 and 1/5, 5 and 2/5, 5 and 3/5, 5 and 4/5, 6. So we're starting at 4 and we're going to add 7/5 on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right there. So what are we at? 5 and 1/5, 5 and 2/5 is right where we should be. That's our answer. Notice 4 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7/5. So our answer is 5 and 2/5, right? We had the 4, 1 plus 3, and then we added 3/5 and 4/5. In fact, if we wanted to, we could go like this. We have our 4, and we can go 1, 2, 3/5, 1, 2, 3, 4/5. But I think it's easier, just go 7/5. So our answer is 5, not 1/5, but 5 and 2/5. Okay, we're going to do another one, another 2 actually. And for this one, follow along with me. We'll do this one together. And it's 2 6/8 plus 3 and 7/8. Wow, that's going to be a lot of 8s, isn't it? So if you're comfortable, you can go ahead and pause and then check back. If not, follow along with me. I like the number line way to do these problems. 2 plus 3 is 5, right? And I can go ahead and cross these out just so I don't get confused. Plus 8th and 8th. Okay, so we're going to be adding 8s together. I need to add 6 plus 7. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'm at 13/8. That's a lot of 8s. Where are we going to start at? We're going to start at 5. And I'll go 6 and 7. What kind of units am I breaking this into? 8ths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're starting out at 5. And how many 8ths do we need to add on? 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Look, I could have also done this, right? 5 plus 6/8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What do I wind up with? 6 and 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8. So our answer is 6 and 5/8. Okay, one more to go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, damas y caballeros of room 502. All right, let's see what we got here. We have 3 and 8/12 plus 2 and 7/12. So now we're dealing with 12ths, okay? 3 plus 2 is 5. So 5 plus, don't change the denominator, 8 plus 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So now I'd like you to pause and try to figure this out on your own using either the decomposition method or the number line. And welcome back. We're going to do both ways just for fun. We'll start off with the number line. And I'm going to start out with 5, then 6, here's 7. I'm breaking them into 12ths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Notice a 12th lands on the whole number. 5 and 1 12th, 5 and 2 12th, 3 12th, 4 12th, 5 12th, 6 12th, 7 12th, 8 12th, 9 12th, 10 12th, 11 12th, 12 12ths are one whole. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so I'm starting out with 5, and I'm adding 15 12ths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Instead of doing the arrow here though first, I'm going to just kind of change around something. Let's break it up between the 8 12ths and the 7 12ths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to go boo plus 8 12ths. And then I'm going to add on another 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boop. See that? Plus 7 12ths. So the 8 12ths and 7 12ths ends up right here, and that's 15. 8 plus 7 is 15. Double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're at 6 and 1 12th, 6 and 2 12th, 6 and 3 12ths. Let's go ahead and break this down, decompose it just to see what happens. The same thing should happen with our 15 12ths. Now I know when I decompose, the denominator is not going to change. How do I make this a 1? Well, I just replicate the denominator, duplicate it. 12 12ths, that's 1. How many are left over? Well, 12, 13, 14, 15, 3. So now I have 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 1, plus 3 12ths, and as you can see, it's 6 and 3 12ths. Thank you so much, Math Masters and Math Wizards, for joining me for Lesson 31. We'll be tackling Lesson 32 on Thursday, and we will not have quizzes this week, so don't look for them. And we will go on Wednesday and Thursday, and we'll have a little final on Tuesday and Monday of next week. And I'll tell you what's going on over the summer. Thank you so much. Be sure to get to school to pick up your personal belongings that Mr. Leggett cleaned out of your desk. Remember, we zoom out here. You can go ahead and keep those library books if they were mine, and I put them in the bag for you, so go ahead and keep those. Enjoy them over the summer. You can return them back to me, or you can keep them for good if you really like them or have a little brother or sister that might enjoy reading them. Okay? Have a great, what is today? Wednesday.